Okay. Yeah, okay. Tell me if the audio is too loud, because I can barely hear my TV. I'm going kind of risky on this. I don't know why. What's going on before the past? One's pauseless, no menuing. How do you know I'm not doing it? How do you know I'm not doing that right now? I'm not. I was gonna do menuing, but how do you know? Oh, that was gonna be so fast. Whatever, I got it. I'm just gonna run through a few things. I already know how to play this game. I don't really have much issue, but I do want to run through a few things and make sure I know how to play the game. Apparently that's a strat people do, so I wanted to try it a little bit. Okay, yeah, I don't know if this is viable. I'm not doing that crap. Game volume could be louder. Well, I wasn't talking about my game volume. I was asking if it was too loud. And not even too loud, more so like I have my TV volume loud, so or louder than I normally do. So I just want to make sure you don't hear like double audio, you know, hear it from my capture card and from my TV. Yeah, that's the strat I should do, because that's actually able to be made consistent, pauseless. This is what I used to do before the pause strat. It's not actually that hard. Let's go to Malice Vince. Oh, what I was just doing a minute ago, where you bounce off the coaster? Yeah, that is a strat. It's really hard, though. I mean, I'm sure I could get better at it, but it's a little tricky. So I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I can do this pauseless. I don't think I can. I'm gonna try it, because why the heck not? But there's no way I'm doing that pauseless. This, maybe. I mean, there's people who do know how to do this, but it's kind of hard. You got to do that and get on the platform. It's kind of ridiculous. Till you got it once and then you didn't do it again. Dude, hey, at least you got it once, man. That's awesome. It's not bad. I didn't get it at all just now, so you're better off than me. Yeah, this strat's ridiculous. Like, it just took me 4 tries to get that. And it only saves like 5-ish seconds, which is a lot of time, but for how risky it is, like, it's certainly worth going for if you can get it consistently, or even semi-consistently. But I think I would need to put some work in, so I'm not going to do that right now. There's no way that's worth. Dribbles is the weird one. See, the funny thing with this one is you can almost do this without pausing, like, ever. Like, you can do this consistently to a point where you can actually get hits off of that, probably at least like 50% of the time, but 50% of the time isn't good enough. And as you can see, when you miss it, you're not gonna. Sometimes it'll kill you, and sometimes you can continue, but either way, it's gonna be bad. This is the fast pauseless strat that I'm gonna try here. Problem is I think I have to slow down there. I also have to get good walls. If I don't slow down, that kills me. I think, guarantee. Yeah, I don't really like this strat. Like, I'm okay with it if I go back at the beginning. I don't like doing it when I don't go back. I feel like it makes it so much worse. Yo, thanks for the good luck, Gonkwai. Appreciate it. How you doing? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, if I go back, I can do it. I can do this with like moderate consistency because you get more speed this way, and the dribble cycles are a little bit better. You don't have to worry about getting pwned by that second dribble when you land over there. Otherwise, you do if you're doing it without, like, I can just do that and turn around. It's really easy. But it saves so little time compared to the other way of doing it. The other strat is just doing this, but on fast forward, which is what I used to do before pause strat, but that was like for like a week before the pause strat was found. And sometimes you just get some bad walls. Like, I almost didn't even get that. The beans, dude, I never thought of them as the beans, but I guess they kind of are bean looking guys. Yeah, see, I would, but this is pauseless. And to do that without pausing, like, I hold up like this, right? And then I'm gonna pause at a certain time and hold back, right? But this is pauseless, so I can't do that. I have to do this and just time it. And there is no way that's ever gonna be made consistent enough. It's just, it's too tight. Although it does save a lot, so if someone really wanted to get good at it and practice it, it could be worth the time. Yeah, this is what I want to do. If I am not feeling super confident, I should have been earlier than that, but otherwise, this is probably the strat I'm going to aim for. This is the one I've been trying to do. Mostly because it's really cool, but also because it's not that hard. At least in my opinion, it's not that bad. Gets 42s. What's going on, Seahawks? Dude, I know, man. I wasn't supposed to play Monkey Ball today. I was actually supposed to do something completely different today, but something came up. And by something, I mean, well, I was going to do the 11:20 thing today. And then I, like, literally didn't sleep at all, so I couldn't do that because there's no way I was going to be able to have enough energy. So today's kind of like, I don't know, just the day before I do that, because I'll probably do that tomorrow. And I did a thing in my Discord, people can vote whatever I was going to play, and they voted this, so we're doing this. That's basically why I'm playing this today. 11:20, not the 11-20, not to be confused with November 20th. No, 1/1/20. It's like 602, but without the galaxies and adding Odyssey. Sandbox Mario's, not the galaxies or 3D World. I was gonna do that because I wanted to do one of those runs this summer, and I never got a chance to. And summer is literally over in 5 days, so I wanted to try to squeeze it in. Yeah, I still think this is the most comfortable strat. I think I'm just gonna do this. But I could see myself playing it safe too. I don't really need to. I can reset. Like, this isn't like, I'm so used to doing this for races because it's all I've done in the last several months, even the last couple years. I haven't really grinded runs, so being able to actually reset will be weird. Really, really weird. Yeah, dude. Isn't it crazy? It's the end of August already. There's no command for it yet, Seahawks, but it'll be like 1633. I'm just taking out the galaxies in 6040S. This is another strat that saves some time. But it saves, okay, wow. Those bounces, I just lost time, but it only saves like half a second. And it's not that hard, but it's not really worth half a second save that much. But you can get like 52.2 or like high one with it. Yeah, not Galaxy. Why take out Galaxy? Because it's long. That's the biggest reason. It's way too long. If I do Galaxy 1 and 2, it adds like 20 hours at least. And I just don't want to do that. It just takes way too long. Oh my gosh, I'm streaming at 2 kilobits per second for like a few seconds. Why did it do that? And yeah, they're not the sandbox style. They're the... I mean, that's just my categorization, but it's mostly just because they're long. Because I could do Sunshine, 64, and Odyssey all in one day. I couldn't do Galaxies in one day, though. Yeah, I don't like going for green goal here. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to do this. But yeah, it's mostly due to length, is why I'm not going to do 1633 again. Otherwise, I would just do 1633 again, but I just don't have enough time left in the summer to do it. Yeah, let's do that. But yeah, it's funny too, because like I would always consider Galaxies to be a sandbox as well, but Nintendo themselves don't even categorize them that way. They categorize 64 Sunshine and Odyssey in the open world category, and they put 3D World and Galaxies together, which I always thought was kind of weird, but I mean, if even Nintendo thinks that, then maybe it's true. Or maybe that just at least shows what they were going with when they made those games. But linear games aren't bad. I mean, that's not really a reason not to like it. World 5 is pretty easy. I don't need to do anything here. Unless I want to try the fast toggle. What's going on, Meow Mixes? With a good luck. Appreciate it, man. How are you doing? Yeah, this strat's really easy. Instead of waiting half a second. Yo, Partly Awesome, thanks for the host. Appreciate it, man. How you doing? I'll take it if you don't mind. Holy crap. What is poppin'? This is so easy. How did I never do this before? This is actually so easy. And it saves like half a second. Like, I don't know why I never did that before. Yo, Frog in a Pickle, 3 months. Thanks for the sub. For the 3 months in a row, man. I appreciate that a lot, dude. How are you doing? What is going on, my guy? You're alright? Glad to hear a Meow Mix. I'm doing pretty alright. Just trying to remember how to play this game. This strat is awesome. It's way better than the other strat if I can actually figure out how to do it consistently. I haven't really done this in runs though, so I have to figure it out a little bit here. This stream isn't partly awesome, it's entirely awesome, dude. I was about to say the same thing about you, man. How's it going, Penguin Saber? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, that strat's not bad at all. Yeah, it's not very common. It's not a very popular strat. But it's really not bad. Scraps pack? I don't know. Maybe at some point. I didn't want to do it today. I wanted to just do vanilla. It was either this or deluxe, and I figured I hadn't done this in forever, so. And it gives me an excuse to do pauseless. I don't know if boosting there is really worth it. Like, the thing is, if you boost and you get on the wall, then you can just go the whole way, and if you don't, then you can just back it up with the normal strat. So it, like, kind of somewhat makes it worth going for. But even then, you don't save hardly anything. So, I don't think I'm going to do that. What's going on, Armac? I don't even know what record is, but I could certainly try. It's not being done pauseless. Pauseless Civ? I'll maybe do that. I don't know. Dude, I can't play Gone Gone in story mode, man. It's freaking stupid. That's why I should do challenge mode. Maybe I'll do some challenge mode later. I don't know how long I'll play, but I don't really have any other plans today, so I'll probably just do this for a while. Yeah, story mode bad. It's funny because story mode's the best category, honestly, but that's a pretty big downside as you can't use other monkeys, specifically this guy right here, this awesome dude. But could be worse, I guess. It's not the end of the world. At least you're not forced to play as like Mimi or Baby or something. That would suck. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna go for this in a run. Unless I'm not like too scared of losing it, because while that strat isn't terribly inconsistent, it's not the most consistent. No, I'm not going back to one. I tried going back to one last summer and pretty much decided I don't think I ever want to go back to SMB1, so probably not. Yeah, I'm not going to do that strat. Yeah, deluxe. I mean, I'll do more deluxe in the future. Don't worry. That'll happen. Step and roll, that was never I can't return to something I never really did. Okay. Yeah, if you do pauses, it's a lot better. Like, I can go for that with pausing, and it's not bad. Alright. Yeah, Penguin Saver. That's what I'm saying. Doom, 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 doom. Pauseless Vortex I'll mess with for a minute. Why play one when Deluxe exists? Honestly, I would be more apt to say that, but in relation to this game, more so than smb1. Because smb1 at least plays differently. But this game plays exactly the same as Deluxe. So Deluxe is basically this, just but with more levels. So the only incentive you really have to play this, other than just having like the story mode in this game's a little more like compact, a little better probably. Challenge mode stages in some cases are a little different from the starting platforms and stuff. Biggest thing though is GameCube controller, like Jeff Compass here pointed out. That's probably the biggest benefit to playing this over Deluxe. Other than that, Deluxe would be the game to play. There would be almost no reason to play this. I'm not getting a high hit off this. This really isn't that consistent. Yeah, go bother Llama to go beat my ultimate record in Deluxe, and I'll go play Ultimate again. Because until that happens, I have like no reason to play that game. Oh. What do you guys think? Like, this is like almost consistent. Like, doesn't this seem almost consistent? Okay, wow, those bumps were scuffed. Like, I've been getting this more than I've been missing it. Okay, spoke too soon. The strat's really not bad. It's just a matter of getting at least one clip there, which usually happens. The biggest thing is getting the button hit. Like, you need at least a hit like that, and then you're usually good. Okay, I was too far to the right. 105 in Deluxe? Ooh, 105. 106 probably. 105. Maybe. I'm sure if it was like stupidly good, yeah. But otherwise, that might be a stretch. That might be where you start getting into the super pausing territory, because I don't know if you could do that otherwise. World 9 should be the same. Yeah. Labyrinth I suck at. I need to practice more. Yeah, almost. Like, it almost works consistently. It's kind of a shame that it's not just slightly more consistent, because I'd say the consistency of it is just barely too low to really make it worth. Because doing it normally you would think would lose a lot, but it only loses like 4 seconds or something. It doesn't lose that much. Because I was getting like 51s, 50s with that, and I think you can get up to like 47s the normal way. Or the normal strat, rather. It's not the normal way. Yeah, 105 is a whole, like, 3+ minutes ahead of that, though. I never said my 109.04 was bad, I just said it wasn't perfect. You know what I mean? Like, it's improvable still, but it's not, by any means, like, a horrible time. Like, it would still take effort to improve, but you could still improve it by at least 2 minutes. But beyond 2 minutes, it's a little blurry. I'm not really sure where it would go. I think 106 would be like the big end goal, at least for what I know I'm capable of right now. I don't know where it would be beyond that. Probably 105 could probably happen in theory, though. Like, I think my sum of best in that game is a 105, so it wouldn't be easy to get within a minute of your SOB in an hour-long category. Could you imagine that? Like, this game's hard. That'd be kind of ridiculous, but certainly not impossible. Doing it this way sucks. I'm just go around like that. It's so much better. Okay. Well, you gotta remember, Flame, all these World 10 stages aren't in Ultimate, which are the biggest culprits of pause strats. And not only that, but a lot of the stages that are added into that game are smb1, and a lot of those stages just don't have big pause strats because they're just not big stages. Most of the big stages are already paused up. Like, things that I know my PB doesn't do that there probably could be a strat found for in Deluxe are stuff like Guillotine still doesn't really have one in that game. You know, stuff like Giant Swing. Chaos has one now that hasn't been used in Record yet. I don't think there's a ton. There's just like a handful. Yeah, this is like the speed run way of doing it, and then you can do this and just jump over the goal. But this isn't that consistent, so I don't know if I'll do that. Like, if I'm on a really good run, I probably won't risk it. But it is kind of cool to do it that way. This isn't anything to do with pauseless. I suck at this, so I want to play a little bit. World 10's hard, dude. Yeah, I was gonna say, Giant Swing doesn't even save time over just doing the normal strat pauseless, but doing it pauseless as time has shown, it always kind of sucks. Conical Slider isn't in that run. You skip it with a warp goal. I didn't mean to play this. I don't mean to. Actually, I take that back. I do mean to play this. There is something you can do here. Watch this. Even without pausing, there's one thing you can do. Boom. You can skip like a little bit and save like an extra 2 seconds. Would I do that in a... Oh my gosh, that was fast. Would I do that in an actual run though? Probably not. Just a lot of little strats like that that are like inconsistent enough to kind of like scare you off from trying them, but consistent enough that you could do them in a good run. But I probably wouldn't do that. And then this strat, this strat a lot of people do. This is just a newer strat, so I haven't had much time to figure it out. Like, this is like after my time, really, so I have to kind of figure this out. Could you not skip further? I'm sure you could. But you add more and more risk the more you try to skip. And as you saw in the second attempt, sometimes you just don't even get a clip at all. And I couldn't have skipped anything. Like, you always run the risk of just not clipping on things. If this game actually had consistent collision detection all the time, then there'd be a lot more strats like that probably done in runs without pausing. Like, Gimmick would be a prime example of a stage you probably wouldn't pause on if collision was consistent. Or at least you would need frames for. Because you could just get a clip every time. Invisible might be similar. So this strat is like, this is the last stage in the run. This is like so scary. But man, is it a huge time save for the final stage. Saves like 6 seconds. I think. Something like that. Just kind of a lot of time. It's pretty big. And that's going to be good. I think I'm going to go ahead and try some runs. Now, let it be known, I don't officially have a PB in story mode pauseless. So I'll probably just finish whatever this first run is and then try to beat it from there. I have done some in races before, but I don't have like a time saved or a run recorded or anything. And another thing to remember is this run, I will still be pausing for the menuing. That is still a thing that you're allowed to do. You just can't pause during gameplay. But you can still menu, because it just saves a ton of time. So it's more of a ban on the strats, more so than just the active pausing. There is a category that bans it completely, but it's a little different. Yeah, to that stage alone, for sure. What's going on, Esoterics? Thanks for the GL. I appreciate it, man. How are you doing? Okay. Fun fact, if you put Gongon on the name screen, it lets you play as Gongon in story mode. I'm telling you, it's true, it happens. Although it might not work, it's random. Move the camera around, get a little look around Jungle Island. This is not a very intuitive camera. Okay, boom. Let's do this. I'm gonna hopefully get a decent time for my first try. That's insane, dude, I know, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? Yeah, unfortunately I have to use II. It's the biggest tragedy ever in gaming, period. Gongon, of course, getting shafted as usual. It doesn't even make sense, because if you actually watch the cutscenes, all the monkeys are there the whole time. Like, they travel in a pack, so I don't know why you can't just use any of them. Probably just didn't have time to... No, they totally would have had time to implement that. I don't know why they did that. He is gone. He's gone, dude. He's nowhere to be found. Oh, okay, that works. Apparently. That shouldn't have worked. But okay. Yeah, wasn't that already crazy, dude? I'm only a few stages in, we're already getting dope side goals. That's awesome. Dude, yeah, at least Adventure lets you do that. And I always pick Gongon in that game. But that game's awesome. Even though that game has another issue where the characters actually have different load times because... I don't really know. But it is a thing. And Baby is the fastest, but I just ignore that and still use Gongon anyway. But yeah, in challenge mode you can pick whoever you want. So if you're into challenge mode, then that works too. Yo, what up, JP pal? Thanks for the good luck. Appreciate that, man. How are you doing? It's been a clean World 1. Not that there's really anything to screw up, but it's an easy world, easy start. The only thing that usually ever trips me up is switches sometimes. And maybe sliders if I'm really sucking. And I guess this, but it's not really that hard. It's not that hard if you're awesome. Yeah, dude, we gotta switch it up every now and then. Do a day of Monkey Ball, because why not? Nice thing about this game with me, too, is I never rust in this game, so I could literally just play at any random point. And I'll usually still be pretty good. Like, look at that. That was crazy. Look at those moves, dude. Alright, it was decent. Yeah, anybody for every stage. Yeah, that game's crazy because they have stats and stuff. At least the other games don't give the monkeys stats. I really don't like stats on characters in general because it usually just means that you're forced to play characters you don't otherwise want to play. It's like, I don't know why they do that. Much prefer when they're just aesthetic, at least in a game like this. In a game like Smash Bros, it makes more sense. But... you're good, dude. I'm doing awesome, man. I'm doing pretty dope. Yo, thanks for the good luck. Scorpion. SR, dude. How you doing, dude? Monkey Ball Legend? Who, me, dude? What? You kidding me? What's going on, Climate T? How you doing? Oh, that's not even gonna come close. I was gonna try to land right in and get a 50, but I wasn't even close to the goal. I don't know why, honestly. Huh. Alright. It was clean. 20th anniversary is coming in a couple years. Yeah. Yeah, Monkey Ball 1 is going to be 18 in like a month. Not even. I mean, it was a GameCube launch title, so it's pretty old. Older than Sunshine, even. Isn't that crazy? This game, I think, is also older than Sunshine. This game came out pretty quickly after the first one. I'm going to go for the second. It's already 18. Is it? I thought it came out in late 2001. Is it earlier? I thought the GameCube came out in like September or something. Was it June? Really? Why did I always think it was September? Yeah, I thought September too. That's what I was thinking. Glad I'm not the only one. Oh, are you talking about arcade? Because I'm not talking about arcade. Monkey Ball Arcade is another story. I kind of forgot about that one. That was a few months earlier. Because of me? Dude, well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, dude. Get back into it. It's a good game. It's a great game. I'm already getting back into it right now, at least for the next few hours. Boom. Perfect World 2. Other than not doing faster strat on coaster. Looks simple as insanely hard to be good at. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's pretty much this game in a nutshell. You ask most people and they'll tell you this game's ridiculously hard. But the concept's easy. It's just one of those games that you can do so much with, a simple concept. I feel like Mario games work similarly, but this takes it to like a whole new level. So it's no surprise that I like both of them a lot. Alright, almost to dribbles, dude. Hopefully I can actually get dribbles. Because that's probably going to be first slip up, if anything. So I'm just like so consistent with the rest of this stuff. Even though I like never play it. It's really weird. Alright, we're good. That was clean. Dope. Sub 30 in Storm at any percent like 2 years ago? Dude, that's awesome. You had to go for sub 20 whatever you have right now. That's what you gotta do. 4 years ago, yeah. And smb1 or 2 Seahawks. Yo, what up, Chaotic? How you doing, man? I'm just playing some monkey ball, you know, the usual, except not even close to the usual. How you doing? Just kind of doing something different today. I need to like actually mess up soon. I'm not trying to get a perfect run on my first try. In story mode, dude, people have talked about that so much, and it still has yet to happen. Like, I don't know if that even exists, even still. If it does, I don't know where you find it. See, Mario Brother 2. I haven't even played that game. That'd be hard to speedrun it. Easy. Raid on my server? No, don't do that if you don't mind. It's probably not a good time or place to do that kind of stuff. There's might end up scaring some people. Yeah, you're talking about 1. Dude, smb1 is so much harder to get master. smb2 you can just unlock lives, so even though it's hard, you can have close to, I mean, not an infinite amount of lives, but like a ton, like enough to where it's like you don't even have to worry about them. But first game, you can never get more than 3. Load manip? Yeah, I'll use it if I remember to. I mean, it's faster, so why not? Runs on Nintendo? You could. You couldn't submit. Once you get past the video requirement threshold, you can't submit using Nintendo, but before that, you can. I think it's like a mid-27 when that is, so you could. Oh, really? Dude, you gotta be careful, man. That's crazy. Things like that can happen. You never know. You gotta be careful where you're raiding. That was pretty awesome. Knocking out 2 birds and 1 stone. Except the 2 birds are you, I guess. That's kind of awkward. Okay. Thought I wasn't going in for a minute. Break your PB, man? I hope you're right. I bet you will. A stone boomerang that hits you twice. That's amazing. Yeah, my 115 was not removed. I removed it. Okay, that sucks. And there's kind of 2 reasons I did it. One, because it was never actually my PB at any point. And neither was the 117, so it felt weird having times on there that would never actually my PB. And 2, because people would keep on arguing about what my PB is. Be like, J. Cool has a 114, and someone else would be like, no he doesn't, he only has a 115.54, I looked at the leaderboard, la la la. It's like, so I just removed it, so now if they do that, they gotta say I have a 129, and that might make that argument die a little sooner, so figured it was for the best. I'll submit again when when 2Fog gets on the board. I'll just submit my PB. Okay, so that was my first, I guess, death, you could say, on coin slots. So at least this isn't perfect anymore. Yeah, honestly, you're probably right, Chaotic. All I can say is you can't do that, man. You can't do that. You can come back to my server if you want to, but you can't raid it. Don't do that. Holy crap. Well, that was good RNG. Cancels out the coin slots. I got a 129, dude. Isn't that great? A 129.24. I got it 4.5 years ago. That was a really weird, oh wow, that was fast. That was just a really weird wormhole. Like, usually you don't get clips that go that far forward and still make it. At least not generally. What's going on, Isaac the 13th? This might be the run, dude. You might be right. I don't even know what record is. I think it's like a high 31, but I'm not sure exactly what the time is. I hope it's the run. That would be awesome. Although that would make this a little bit of a quicker stream, so maybe not be that awesome. Paid subscriber, that's true. I couldn't kick you out forever. Not when you're giving me money. That'd be super messed up. No, you're not banned anymore, Chaotic. I don't keep people banned. The only reason I banned was because you guys were spamming stuff, and I didn't want to go through and delete it all. And if you ban, it just auto-deletes, so that's why I did that. Now you can come back. Monkey Race runs? Dude, Monkey Race. I haven't ran that forever. And even when I did, I only did... ooh, that wasn't a good collision. Rip, time save. Yeah, JP. That's exactly what I thought. Like, I would much rather it show a time for me that's, like, very clearly not actually my PB, rather than a time that's just gonna mislead people. I didn't want it on there. And, like, I didn't want people arguing about it either. It's just kind of stupid. So, I just removed it. Of course, if I do a race now and somehow manage to beat even a 1:14.46 or something, then yeah, I'll submit that. But yeah, people run the mini games. Monkey Race, Golf, and Boat are the three that... Oh, I didn't split. Whoops. I'll have to do that next time. Race, Boat, and Golf are the ones that people do runs of. Although Golf in this game, it's not my favorite. I don't know. I like it better in 1. Boat's pretty okay. Race has a lot of different variants because in Race, not only are there glitches on every track, but you can do every track forward or backwards because it just lets you do that for some reason. So Race is like really crazy. But the few runs I did, I basically just did like any %, I guess you could say. I just did. Okay, wow. I figured I'd fail that. I just did where you like just do the glitch. And how the glitch works in Race, it's the same on every track. You literally just do 1 lap backwards and then keep jumping off over and over, and you just finish. It's really weird. Really short run. I mean, there'd be no run for target. You just fall off as fast as you can. Unless it's for like a certain point threshold, then I guess you could have a category. And if you want to, if you run 100%, 100% includes doing bowling and shot, because there's unlockable tiers within those mini games, and 100% includes unlocking everything. So you actually do both of those mini games in 100%, but they don't have categories like on their own. But I guess they could. Yeah, exactly, pal. I just want to avoid it. It doesn't help anybody. So. Baseball. Yeah, stuff like that just wouldn't be very fun unless you come up with a threshold. The only problem with coming up with a point threshold is that you have to do it kind of arbitrarily. Like, you can't even do, like... Really? You can't even do beat, like, the top default score or whatever, because all the default scores and times are so low that you would still basically just jump off and do nothing. Like, it would be really boring. Community would just have to like agree on a category, which, I mean, yeah, I just don't know how likely that would be to happen. I don't know if people would care enough to ever run that. Probably not. Yeah, shot's an auto-scroller. Bowling's okay though. It's kind of hard, but it's kind of cool. But shot is completely auto-scroller. That's why in 100%, I think they just do it at the end. I think that's what a lot of people do. Like, the route I've seen is you do bowling first because it's really hard to actually get through the challenge courses, and then shot you just end with. Dude, Target's fun, man. I would play some Target. I don't know about speed running it. What? Man, you know, before World 6, this run was really good, but now this is kind of trash. Did that really just happen? How did I go over that bridge? That did not make any sense, dude. That's, like, literally made no sense. Right, esoterics. Top all charts, you play a lot of the categories that save scores and times, but it's like you said, you just jump off. You don't have to do very much to get to the top of the charts. And that category in SMB2 is really bad. You have to do dogfight, and dogfight has a 15-minute, or it has like a 3, a 5, and a 10-minute game mode, where you literally just get like a few points and then just sit there and do nothing. So, not very fun. Why'd you link that? That is my one. That's my 70-star SM64 PB. Do you like it? I hope so. It's pretty awesome. It is younger J. Cool. It's not really that young. I mean, I was still 18 when I got that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for that. It's not really that worth it. Yeah. If the point requirements were higher, those would be a lot cooler. That's why I said I was supposed to do load minute for this, but whatever. That category would be a lot cooler with the things being higher. 90-star. You know, I never did a run of 90-star. The only category extensions in that game I ever did were 45 and 31, I think. And I only ran them like once. 90-star would probably be fun, though. Least favorite Monkey Ball game? Probably Junior. That game's trash. Game's really, really not good. That's pretty easy. Best one's Deluxe, by far. Followed by 1 and 2, pretty close behind, and then Adventure, pretty close behind that, because I really like that game. And then it would probably be Touch and Roll, because Touch and Roll's fun. And then probably Banana Blitz, and then everything after that's kind of just, like I don't care too much for. Like, Step and Roll is okay, Sakura Edition on the phone is okay. 3D is really not that good. Splits I've never played, and Junior is just, it's not fun. That game's not fun to play. 1 and 2 are very good games to play, though. If you've played those, you've played good Monkey Ball, so good on you. Yeah, as you can tell, this run gets so much harder the farther you go into it. Like, this run was so good up until the later worlds. Yeah, the remake looks good. I'll get the remake. I liked Banana Blitz enough. The only thing that I really didn't like about it was motion controls, and this doesn't have that, so I'll probably like it. At least a decent bit. Yeah, Meowmix. Apparently when Gonkwai plays that game, he does it while he's sitting down. Supposedly that's a lot easier than doing it while you stand up. So, something to keep in mind if you ever do actually do that. Supposedly it makes it way better, but I've never tried it myself. Like, you get a lot more control. But otherwise, Step and Roll's not worth playing. It's just not that good of a game. Monkey Smith and Trombone. Those are awesome. I love those games. I can't think of anything better to play. What's going on, Mother Mania? How you doing? In the chat. What's up? Deluxe remake when? It's pretty much what everyone wants to know. Deluxe on not an original Xbox would be kind of poggers, just saying. Would love that a lot. I would love to play that on my Switch with a GameCube controller in HD. Even if it wasn't in HD, I'd still be okay with it. How did I fail that? I did Entangled Path, Momentum, Pistons, all first try, and I failed Totters? Like, what? This is the easy one. Yeah, it's just okay. That's my take on Banana Blitz. It's okay. Really. I'd say it's in like the, oh wow, that was, don't fall off. I'd say it's in the upper echelon of Monkey Balls in general, but probably the lowest of the upper ones. Deluxe is a 3DS remake. I think I would never play Monkey Ball ever again if that happened. I wouldn't even be able to look at the series without thinking about that. But no, if Deluxe HD ever happens, you better believe I'm running the crap out of that. Like, you can forget me being a Mario speedrunner. I'm totally playing that for a long time. Banana Blitz I'll run some, but I don't know how much I'll run it. Probably not even as much as I did, like, say, Odyssey when that came out. Probably not a ton. But definitely some. But Deluxe would be a game changer. Sakura Edition's fun, Yamix. If you ever get a chance to play that game's okay. Although, apparently the newer version of that, like, they, like, took it off the App Store and then added it back as a free-to-play, and the free-to-play one's kind of apparently worse. Like, it has, like, issues. But the old one that you used to have to pay, like, a few bucks for was actually pretty fun. I enjoyed it. For a mobile app, it was a game. It was actually a game. It was fun. Has a terrible trailer? What? What's the trailer? Is it just, is it just like the thing that they posted, like with just the cutscene of the original game, but like it looked slightly different, or is it a different thing? The pinball one? Oh, Bounce, or is that Tip and Tilt? I never played either of those, but supposedly they were not that good. Did he also start with Monkey Ball speedruns? Yeah, he did. He had story mode record at some point in 2013. I know that much. I think he had it a little after I did. But, yeah, he moved on to Sunshine. Sometime in 2014 is when he started playing Sunshine, as well as like a couple other games. He always said that I was the one that like had even like inspired him to do Sunshine, which is still kind of weird to think. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but I think he said that at one point. Because like me and other Monkey Ball people were racing Sunshine a couple times. Oh, nice 46. So, in case you're wondering how he got into Sunshine, it's because some of us were racing it back in the day, and he decided to get into it a lot. I didn't get into it that much early on. I didn't do it till later. If it was okay. It'd be fun. It would be really, really fun. I guarantee it. I don't think they would, like, make it scuffed, but you never know. Yeah, World 9's easy. It's not a whole lot going on. I mean, there is a lot going on. It's just I have enough muscle memory that I can just kind of do it. It's the nice thing about having so much time in a game like this is, like, you can just nail stuff without ever practicing it, like, literally ever. Like, I feel like I'm getting closer to that kind of point in Sunshine, but still, this game is like a whole nother tier of that. You know, other than right there, because that, yeah, I had to jinx myself. I was just a little early. There we go. And no, I'm not doing pauseless strat there. Someone asked that. I don't remember who did. Was it Seahawks? Maybe? Yeah, exactly. World 8 and 10 are probably the hardest worlds. Actually, I don't know. World 7's pretty hard, too. 7, 8, and 10 are the hardest three, for sure. I think that's undeniable. And then the next hardest is probably like 4. 4 has some hard stuff in it. Maybe. I don't know. 4 is just kind of inconsistent with dynamic maze and launchers a little bit. But I used to think it was hard when I played a lot back then, but I guess it's not as hard now. Because World 6 and 5 are really easy, other than like 1 or 2 stages. World 5 especially. And then World 9 just isn't that hard. It's like if you can get flat maze and I guess guillotine if you're doing it the normal way. It's pretty easy. Boom, boom, boom. Shout outs to doing gimmick the normal way. Don't see that every day nowadays. Expert, so when you do story mode, you get to World 10, you're so lost. Yeah, I mean, these stages are only in story mode, so that's, it do be like that. And I'm kind of glad they are just in story mode, not because I don't like the stages or anything, but at least the normal runs, these stages have some really stupid strats on them. Pauseless, they're still kind of hard, but... Yeah, Mountain's so free. I don't know how that's the one I've died on so far. But... Yeah, Expert's fun too. I used to do a lot of Expert back in the day. Expert and Story, the big two categories. It was 2013 was the Story era, and then 2014 was the Expert era. And then I guess a lot of 2015 was just playing Deluxe, and then 2016 is when I did story mode again a bit and got the 30, 33. Practice mode, all stages, runners. Is that even a category in this game? So it wouldn't really need to be. In SMB1, it makes more sense, because then you get to avoid the live dilemma. Alright, this has still been a decent World 10. Can this be sub 32? Still? Might be close. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna sub 32 now. It'd be very close, though. Which is good, because record is literally a high 31, so that would have been kind of insane if I beat record literally first try. Oh! Yeah, normally I'm used to that bounce. I don't know why I didn't get that the first time. You just hold up and you always get it. That was bizarre. What's going on, AK Butt in the chat? How you doing? You missed World 7. Don't worry, you'll see it in the next run. Yeah. Without those two deaths, I think I would have done it. Alright, that'll work. Boom. 32-13. That is my, technically first run of this, but also not. But also yes, kind of. Cool, I'll take that. It's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna see what the record is, because I don't actually know. Story mode. Pauseless menuing. 31:41 is record, so yeah, that's like 30 seconds off. Not bad for the first run. Thanks for the GGs. I appreciate it. What up, Linus Dog? An A-list. Speaking of which, that's the guy who has the record right now. How you doing, my dude? As beatable? You don't say. Yeah, I feel like it is. I feel like I died a lot. Definitely can improve. Coin slots killed it. What did I die on? I died on coin slots. I died on opera. I didn't get first cycle spiral bridge because I just phased through the bridge, didn't clip. I died on detour. That one was weird. I died on I died on 8 bracelets once, I think. Died on Totters. Died on Guillotine. And died on Mountain. Died on Revolution. And Invisible. So that's 10. That's 10 deaths. Yeah, okay. We can get record in this. That's a lot of deaths for a short run. Although I guess most of those weren't even that long, were they? Some of them were. Alright, let's skip this. Let's go ahead and do another run. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, what the? Yeah, I gotta love those monkey ball runs. They're kind of amazing. It's always good to come back and try a few of them out. Go, come on. What going on, Liam? How you doing?